episode 5, man. Insight with Insight. I'm here with one of the most talented brothers that I've had the pleasure of meeting, you know what I'm saying, along the way. I happened to run into him on the basketball court, and then we figured out he was a man of many talents, you know what I'm saying? So I want to go ahead and introduce my boy Miroj, man, you know what I'm saying? Let these folks know where you from, bro.
Yeah, man. So man, I'm coming from Conyers, Georgia. Actually, man, I've been in Georgia, man, since I was about 5. I'm a military brat, so my dad was in the military before we moved out here. I think I was born in Arizona,
Yeah.
and my dad was actually stationed in Italy for a while. So
Okay.
once he came back from Italy, we kicked in Arizona for a little bit, and then we ended up here, man.
Oh yeah, real
Um,
experience, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, came out here, went to Stoneview Elementary in Latonia. We stayed with my auntie for a minute. Went to Stoneview Elementary in Latonia, and my parents bought a house in Conyers, bro, and that's what it's been ever since, man.
That's fine, bro. The crazy thing about this platform is my nigga name in little small towns in Atlanta, but Atlanta means so much to everybody. Everybody know about Conyers. Everybody know about Latonia. You feel me?
Hey,
Like it don't matter if a
hey,
nigga in
hey,
Cali, he
you
done
got
heard
to,
about Latonia. You know what I'm saying? So
you got to nowadays, because a lot of people say it's not Atlanta. So you know me,
yeah.
I always use the term organic. We ain't trying to put no cap on nothing out here.
Come
So if
on.
they
You
don't
know what
want
I'm
to claim
saying?
me, they ain't got to.
It's
I'm
all
cool.
good.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Straight east side.
Gotta
Like,
learn how to
nigga,
use
what?
it.
Come on, bro. Latonia,
Right.
you know what it is. Y'all nigga
You
heard
know
about it,
what's
man.
going on.
For sure. That's cool, man. I'm from the east side too. So I love when I get one right around the way where I'm from. So, let these folks know we kind of loaded over that way. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, I want to start by asking you, bro, what age did you start
On
to
the
engage with the
low.
culture, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like kind of start to identify with the music.
uh Man, so man, I would say, man, I really just been identifying with music my whole life, bro. It was in terms of just falling in love with music and it being a part of my life. And I think most young black kids can all identify with this, man, from the oldies on up to the 90s hip hop, 80s hip hop, bro. I had a real appreciation for all of those things, even gospel music, because I grew up hearing all that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It was getting played in the whip. It was getting played. My brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? But my brothers and sisters, when you go to school, we grew up in the era, of course, with the CDs where you get you a
Yeah.
nice little burnt mixtape. You know, you write down your playlist
you
on
was
on a
you was
piece of
lit.
paper for your partner, and he come back to school with it for you. You get $3 for that thing. You might pay him in all quarters. You know what I'm saying?
You letting these
So
folk know your age too now.
yeah, my real music, my real music appreciation, I would say though, man, my dad played the drums in high school. Believe it or not, bro. He played drums in the band in high school, and he also was in like a little singing group, bro, when he was in high school. So I would say, man, on the low, my dad don't even know he gave me my music appreciation, but just hopping in the whip with that man and hearing so many different types of music, he was definitely still on the oldies, bro. But hearing so
Sure.
many different types of music, bro, with him, just even down to the fact that, seeing him and remembering him when I was younger, bro, put a speaker in the car. You know how
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
back in the day, son.
yeah.
You watching him go buy a set of tens and be proud about them
Come
bitches and putting
on.
them in the whip, you know what I'm saying? So I still remember I was digging through his old CD stash, and I found that Tupac, that not that Tupac, but that Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted.
That's
So
hard.
just growing up on the West Coast for that short amount of time, a lot of people will tell me too, like, oh, we hear that West Coast influence. Growing up like in Arizona with being on that side of the country, bro, I think I probably just naturally gravitated to that too. Cause even my mom used to ride around, man, a lot of Dog Pound Gang, a lot
Yeah.
of Tupac, a lot of
Yeah.
Snoop. You know what
You
I'm
got
saying?
hip
So
parents. You
right.
feel
So
me?
I
Like
really didn't I really didn't get the Atlanta part until I got here when I was younger. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
Yeah, you came across like a Cali kid when I met you. you know, you know what I'm saying?
it's that West Coast influence, bro. Just
Yeah,
I
for
think it
real.
just stay with you, bro. No matter how young you are or old you are, whatever life experiences you have, bro, they just kind of stay with
For
you. You
sure,
know what
bro.
I'm
That's
saying?
what's happening, bro. And we all kind of owe our influences to people older than us, you know what I'm saying? But like where does Mirage derive from? Like what made you identify with that name moving forward in your career? You see what I'm saying?
I was at a place in my life, man, coming out of college, really, bro. I think I was coming out of college and just starting to understand the world on my own terms, bro. And feeling like I was misunderstood in a lot of ways, but in a lot of ways, I feel like we're all misunderstood.
Sure.
And I say that to say, Miroj is really just you know me. We've been on
Yeah,
each other
yeah.
for probably almost 15 years now, but
For sure.
you know what I'm saying? It's really my first name backwards, which my first name is Joram, but it's my first name backwards. And where I derive that from is, you know, if perception is reality, as they say in this realm that we in, they say perception is reality. Well, if perception is reality, I must be a Miroj. In my mind, that's how I see it, because anybody has the ability to look at you and interpret whatever they want or take whatever they want, whether it be from your facial expression, how they move. But it's often that people can interpret things from us that ain't really there. You know, you probably don't ran into somebody like, oh, bro, I thought you was this way. I thought you was that. I thought you was this. And they just interpreting you based on their own perception in this realm. So they seeing things that ain't really there. So for me, I'm going to always be a Miroj, but I feel like as a collective conscious, we all Mirages in a lot of different ways.
That's hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you need a platform to be able to explain that to somebody. You see what I'm saying? Because if they just see your name Joram and then you came up with Miroj, they're gonna be like, okay, I see why he did that. You know what I'm saying? But then when this nigga come with the whole dissertation about it, you better, you know what I'm saying, you got to put a little more respect on it. And he wasn't lazy. It just spoke to him. You know what I'm saying? It just spoke to him. You feel me? Like, so that's hard. Yeah. How would you describe your sound, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like what's your style, or and possibly like what rapper do you think would like help bring your track to life? Like as far as if somebody was trying to put you in some type of box, you feel me? And I know that's a twofold question. You can kind of answer it separately if you like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, how would you describe your sound first? You feel me?
I'm gonna call it trap classic. Does that make sense? Like when we trap classic in terms of hip hop, in terms of like you're gonna get the 808s from my songs and stuff, because again, growing up in the A, bro, you're not avoiding no phase with them 808s and that low end. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna get that. It's gonna be a part of your body. It's gonna be a part of who you are. You're gonna want that. You're gonna feel for that in your music. But I got such an appreciation for music in general, and then just classical hip hop. Again, my dad, with us being out on the West Coast, and then my mom being from New York. My mom was from the Bronx, Boogie Down. Come on, bro, you know hip hop originated out that bitch. Yeah, so having my uncles and stuff around, having that influence, it gave me that portion to be able to have a respect, to open my mouth and really say something and really think something. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to my music, not to take from other styles that other people got from out here, but that's what I would call it, man. You gonna when you hear my music, bro, you're gonna have an appreciation for what hip hop is, because I know I went through this shit, bro, from the very beginning of me really getting into this shit and being like, I'm gonna do the artist side of this shit, really having an appreciation for the fundamentals of this shit, and then finding myself in.
That's hard.
You know what I'm saying?
That's hard.
So like me and you talk about even off the phone, I'm at a place right now where I'm making songs, but them bars and shit can go there. Like I feel like niggas will hear that shit in the music, and you know, if I wanted to go there, them bars should have go there. Bro.
Yeah,
you know
niggas can know it's there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's you sprinkle it in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, all right, he's doing something here. You know what I'm saying? Like he got something going. You know what I mean? And so I was gonna say, if someone called your style unorthodox, how would you take that? You know what I'm saying? And I mean that like, because don't nobody really want to sound like nobody else, you feel me? But when somebody say your style unorthodox, depending on the person, you can take it out of context. You kind of might got a negative connotation, you feel me? So it takes a certain type of person to embrace it, or however you decide to feel about it, you know what I mean? But I've been told that before, and I know how it made me feel. So I always thought like, I should probably ask other people and see how they make them feel if put in that situation, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If they tell me that, I'm gonna say, nigga, my whole life unorthodox. My whole life been unorthodox. I've been doing shit my own way. Even if niggas gotta press me out about trying to do that shit the way the group thought says we should do it, or the collective community. But I'm like, yeah, I come back to that, but I'm about to go over here and try shit this way. Definitely. Yeah, I'm about to rock what the fuck I want to wear for real. I don't care if y'all feel like it's in style, out of style. You get what I'm saying?
Real individual.
Yeah, I'm about to talk to that girl right there that y'all overlooking, bro. Because you know what I'm saying? She's still bad, but she just not y'all trying to make it seem like she ain't hot. I'm looking deeper into the whole situation because I'm an observer just on a lot of different things about life and stuff. So I try to find the appreciation and beauty in a lot of things. And it causes me, it ain't even a fourth, like I ain't no contrarian. You know what I'm saying? But it causes me to be unorthodox because of the fact that I try to find the beauty in a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? So I would take no offense to that at all, because everything for me is always about trying to find myself. So when you say unorthodox, whatever's orthodox is what's pretty much accepted as the norm or collectively by the majority of people. So if I'm more focused on doing me, being me, finding me, I'm gonna automatically be unorthodox, bro.
Come on,
it
man.
ain't nothing that I'm gonna be able to do against it.
That's fine. You feel me? I respect that, bro. You know what I'm saying? The answer's so good. I'm glad I know you personally. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, that's my partner. He talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? For sure, bro. That's hard.